We Struck Gold is going to be our next duel. And if we have our casters, let's bring them in and have a chat. Hello.
Hi.
All right, so let's start with Red Hawk this time. So We Struck Gold. What would you start as, Red Hawk?
I mean, obviously, one of the nations that start off with a bunch of gold provinces around them or in them already. Ethiopia, maybe some of the guys in West Africa like Mali, maybe someone like Kilwa or Mutapa down in Southeast Africa, and actually you can even colonize additional provinces in South Africa for more gold. So those are the three regions that I would pick. Maybe the Aztec guys should be pretty cool too. Lots of gold provinces there. The Incans too. So lots of choices, and I'm excited to see what the guys can do.
All right, and speaking of which, we do have Absolute Habibi, who is returning. He actually did our first season of Masters, and then we have the new guy. We have Zlewikk that is coming in here. So he's brand new to this. So we'll see how they do. They were both at 0 wins, 0 losses, obviously being our first show. And Leith, how many provinces do you expect them to be able to get in this run? And we don't have audio.
We can't hear you, bud.
We can't hear you, Leith.
Ah, all right.
There you are.
There you go. Hello.
Hear that voice here.
Brilliant.
You really were fired.
I just gave. Yeah, I gave a stunning account of exactly what was going to happen, but you missed it. And I hate repeating myself, so we'll move on from there. Basically, what I was saying was it entirely depends on the colonial game.
Okay, that's fair.
I think. So if they're able to get out of, as Red Hawk pointed out, there's a lot of gold-rich nations in West Africa. But if they're able to get out of West Africa, if they need to start there and breach into the New World, then getting into Mexico would be very beneficial. So we'll see. I think if you go the safe strategy and play in West Africa, you can get a bunch of gold mines, or of the other nations that regions that Red Hawk mentioned. But I think the riskier game is going for the colonial venture. So we'll see, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, if any of our players do that.
On that note, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in our players. Hello, guys. Welcome back, Habibi and Zlewikk. You are brand new. Congratulations. Welcome.
Hi there.
Thank you.
And Zlewikk, would you like to tell me, where are you going to start? What is your strategy going to be? What are you planning?
So, the first moment I saw this change, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna play the favorite nation of Habibi. Because Habibi played this nation probably like 5 times in multiplayer or more. Portugal. Colonial gameplay.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to go the colonial route.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and Habibi, what are you planning?
I'll be honest, I didn't practice at all. I just got back from Disneyland. That's not even a joke. It was my stepdaughter's birthday, her 4th birthday. I just got back like maybe an hour and a half ago. I'm just going to go with the safest thing possible. Kilwa, if I do it right, I should be getting 7 without even doing anything colonial. So
Confident. You sound very confident in that. Zlewikk, do you have a number that you're planning for?
At least 10, ideally 15.
Okay. That's a nice big number. Okay, let's see what
it will
happens
depend
with
on the
that.
speed. I hope that it won't lack a speed 5 patch, but from what I've seen, it's gonna be just speed 4.
Okay. All right, I'm going to let both of you go get ready. Good luck. And we're going to throw it to our casters.
Okay, well, we'll see if the Disneyland strat works. I think it's innovative, it's new, it's different. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
If he wins this, I want every one of our contestants to immediately go straight to Disneyland. It's guaranteed the best base for EU4 tournaments is just Disneyland.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
For sure. Speaking of lag that these boys just talked about, Habibi here is going to be at a disadvantage. He's West Coast US, I think, whereas Zlewikk's EU. We all know that the servers are EU and stuff like that, so Zlewikk might have a little technical edge right here, but I'm really liking Habibi's strat, especially the Disneyland part, so we can go ahead and jump right in.
Brilliant.
And,
I'll tell them both to
boys,
begin, and we will get going. I believe it's on your point of view first. It looks like Habibi has, in
Habibi
fact...
hyped up, playing some music probably, jumping in as Kilwa.
He's gone for Kilwa. He wasn't lying.
And let me go ahead and give you guys the rundown to everyone in chat right here. So Kilwa already starts off with 1 gold province directly and 1 in their vassal Sofala. 3 more in these guys right here. They can get 2 more from Ethiopia, and with the colonists that they get from their missions right here, and with exploration and expansion, Habibi can go on to colonize a bunch of provinces in South Africa that can spawn gold, by the way, and some provinces over here that can also spawn gold. So, like Habibi said, at least 7 without even doing anything colonial. I'm predicting, you know, if he goes heavy colonial in the New World, we could probably get up to 10-15, just like Zlewikk said.
Hey, that was brilliant. I just want to take a second to commend that. That was, you know your stuff. Look at that.
Of course
Shall
I
I
do.
just go? Shall I mute my mic again? Do you want to just take this one yourself?
Yeah.
I'll take a break.
Listen, I can spectate both Zlewikk and Habibi. I'll take it from here, bud. But,
okay, so
that's Habibi's
if we
start right
flip
there.
over to my point of view, I can demonstrate what is happening on this side of things, and that is, we have already unpaused and playing a little while. We have a Portugal start, which I think is a testament to where he's going to be going with this. Started out with monthly diplomatic power +1, presumably going straight for colonial. If I take myself off of observer over here, did you have yourself prepped with the trade goods map mode? That's
No, I
smart.
found it. It's an economic.
Yeah, but I've got to add a new one. There we go, trade goods. I'm adding it. See, okay, so
Yeah, I should probably add
the
it
thing
as
is
well.
with Portugal, with their reach and starting explorer, means that they can obviously get to New World quicker. But moreover, there are
True.
3 gold provinces down here, and there's also 1 here. So there's 4 here. I doubt very much that Zlewikk will go after Castile, but there is technically one on the Iberian Peninsula that he'd go for close by. So right there, he has
True.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within reach, 4 that are probably a lot easier than the additional 1. From there, he can go down, potentially round the coast of Africa. We did hear that the speed was going to be integral to his play here, and as you can see, he's lagging behind, so maybe that impacts things. But if he is able to get to the New World, obviously, as we know, a plethora of gold mines. 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe that's 5 and 6 over here in Mexico alone, and then you have a good couple down here. Whether or not he'll make it all this way, I'm not sure. I think if I was playing as Zlewikk personally, I would do very poorly.
Why do you say that?
It's just a gut feeling, mate. you thought commentary was coming? No.
Yeah,
No, I think I'd focus on West
into
Africa. No.
Yeah, no, but yeah, what you said is you know, it's pretty much the strat. I think I would probably go for the same strat as Zlewikk is going right here. He can get the one from Castile and the one from Morocco. Now those 2 aren't that relevant, but he could super easily push into West Africa and the Mali guys. That's 3. In Southeast Africa, you got 5 more. I doubt he's gonna go for the ones in Ethiopia, so that's 8. Getting the ones from the Aztec guys, there's probably like 7 or 8 right there. A couple from the
Well, he
Inca
said
guys,
15.
man.
He said 15,
I'm thinking
right?
at
Let's
least
count.
15 from Zlewikk.
Let's
At
count.
least
Let's
15.
count where he said 15. He said 15. Let's see. There's 1 there.
Okay,
2,
so those
3,
2 up
4.
there. And 3, that's 5.
Right?
5 more
6,
down
7,
here, that's
8,
10.
9, 10, 11
He's not going to go for
technically.
the ones in Ethiopia.
All right. So take it down to 9. 10, 11,
ones right here.
12. Man, that's a lot of provinces. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, he gets to Mexico. He should get 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I'd do? I'd start as Aztec and just call it a day. Maybe conquer 1 or 2.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well,
dude.
interestingly, there are like... I don't know if starting the kill was the play. Because if you start as... he said 7, right? Habibi said. If you have like 6 here, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
9 provinces right there.
Meanwhile, we can
available
pop
in
back over to
Mexico.
Habibi. He has started his first war. We can go ahead and take a look at that right now. And his first war is versus Mutapa and a bunch of these guys right here. So he has co-belligerent. He's declared on Makua, which is which nation? This nation right here. Co-belligerented Mutapa and basically dragged in all of these guys right here. Now when he's done with this war, you know, after starting with 1 gold producing province, he's gonna have 3 more. So he's at 4. Once he annexes Sofala, he's at 5. Pretty simple right here. Kilwa is a way more powerful nation than these other guys because all of these guys are Tech 2. They don't have feudalism. Kilwa starts off at Tech 3, and they have feudalism, which we can see right here. So, yeah, man, Kilwa super powerful. In fact, I played with them like this week. So, yeah, very fun nation. Got a nice mission tree, too. So that's Habibi's first war right there.
Chat has pointed out that there's 11 in Mexico.
11
So,
in Mexico, right?
There's something there.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see
wonder
if,
if you should go straight up conquest or maybe colonize a bit here too.
Well, it's Kilwa.
As,
I don't know why I said as Kilwa.
pretty
As if
much-
Portugal's going to go.
Yeah, it's Kilwa or Portugal.
has to,
like,
right?
is it worth it? Is it worth it sending a colonist to a province that can potentially spawn gold? Or should you just, you know,
I mean, you might as well.
colonize
I
next to
think
someone you wanna fight?
it's not mutually exclusive, is it?
yeah, true.
I mean, yeah. So I think there's nothing wrong with that. If we flip over to my point of view, I just want to show a little bit of progress that's been happening in terms of Portugal and in terms of Zlewikk. So he has already discovered around here, around Africa itself, and he's also discovering North America. So that's always good to see. It doesn't appear that he's going to be massing for anything against Castile. In fact, he's allied the English and the Castilians, and it looks like he's been called into a war against Morocco, well, against Granada. He's accepted.
Classic.
Now, personally, what could be a good play would be to maybe, I don't know if he'd be able to do this, but he could try and
chat,
grab the gold
let me
province.
point something out. Gold provinces in colonial nations also count. So if you like colonize Brazil and Brazil is your colony and they get gold provinces themselves, that counts. So let's just pay attention
Unless
to that.
they get more than you in total, in which case it's very funny and I'm going to disqualify them.
You know, you got a point right there. I'll agree.
I'm the guy with the mic. What are they going to do? Fire me? They already
Yeah, what
tried
are
that.
they
They
gonna
called me
do?
back from my
Fire you?
vacation.
Nope, that doesn't work.
Think
I'm
they
still
did it
on
for easy?
vacation.
I had some time off, man. I was excited. I was going to read a book.
Which one? Which
Right,
one?
it does. I can't read.
No.
I don't read books, man. I read the EU4 wiki. That's what I do for fun.
You read the wiki? I just read the ledger, bro.
Right, so it looks like dude, we're such nerds. It looks like Zlewik's gonna get stack wide potentially here. No, he held on just long enough, but has taken a loss. Doesn't really matter to his overall plan here, but it is rather funny to me. So we'll move on. He's gonna hold his troops in reserve. Let's see. Colin's still exploring now. Has discovered Congo. It's a very good start. 6 years. He's already discovered the west coast of Africa. So very impressive.
Yeah,
If we
it's
flip
pretty
over
fast as
to
Portugal.
Habibi's point of view, we can see his wars, as I feel like there's going to be a lot of downtime and waiting for Portugal, at least at this stage in the game.
For sure. Yeah, we can definitely flip back over to Habibi, who's losing his war, actually. He's at minus 26% war score. And as soon as we flip, we
As
can
soon as we flip,
go ahead and take a look at that.
whenever we change perspectives,
Any moment now.
I'm sure we're going to... In the meantime, let's just
Here it comes, chat.
entertain ourselves with the sight of the map in the background of Zlewikk's house. That's nice.
Listen, is that the best EU4 YouTuber background you've ever seen?
Do any of us have... Like, you and me just have green screens, man.
Yeah.
Louis also has a green
so
screen. None of us have
2022,
backgrounds.
bro. Painting your entire wall, big brain.
That is pretty cool. I mean, you know, if we could flip though, that'd be cooler. Yeah, be sick.
Yeah.
Imagine if we could see Killer right now. Seeing Killer would be my favorite thing.
I wonder what's happening in Kilwa right now. I wonder what's happening with Habibi's POV that we're gonna flip to right now.
Chat, if you want to flip to Bibi's point of view, let's have a one
Yeah,
in
there
chat.
we go. There we go.
Hey, we did
So,
it! W's in chat, boys!
He's still fighting as this initial war versus Makua and Mutapa right here. Has he pieced anyone out? Nope. Is he losing this battle? Also nope. But he is very low on manpower. His merc company's low too. But this is just an all-out war right here. I'm presuming Habibi is having lots of fun. Look at him right there. Isn't that a face of someone that's having lots of fun? But
Well,
yeah,
that's the issue. You're not meant to have fun in these games, mate.
Oh, true.
That's not the plan.
Well,
We're here to win.
yeah, I guess you're right. Listen, it's not having fun that counts. It's winning that counts. And if you're not
And is he
first,
winning?
you're last. So,
Oh, as someone who came second, I think let's make that distinction. There's a difference between a finalist and a contestant, mate. All right.
listen, if
I
it's
was
only two guys,
the
is it really
official. Look,
if
look,
it's
mate.
first and last, if it's two guys, it's first and
If
last.
you ended Master Universalis after the first 3 games where I won everything, then technically He's switched. Okay. Well, let's switch back over to Zlewikk because it looks like Habibi is restarting. Let's see. Okay. Right. In the meantime,
595th largest army, 267th largest
that is
navy.
a lot. Look at that. He's already discovered Mexico. If we flip over to the Portugal POV to Zlewick's POV. There we go. Right. Okay. So he's already discovered Mexico, which is great. Let's see. He should have
1452? That's so fast.
Yeah. I don't know why my voice went that high. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, okay, man. Don't flex. Chill. Okay. People are saying Zlewick's abusing bugs. How? What is he doing? He's discovered Mexico. What's his colonial range?
I don't think there's any bugs right there. This is pretty standard Portugal stuff.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, it's early for sure, but that's just how this works. He hasn't even taken Admin Tech 5. He's got the flagship. Yeah, you got to remember there is a Portuguese flagship. If I go on this fleet, you can see here Portuguese navigators gives fleet exploration range plus 1.25. That's why Portugal's a very, very strong choice for colonization, unsurprisingly. So we'll see. He should be discovering the fact that gold exists pretty quick indeed. Let's see. Is there anything else he's done that we'd like to look at? Caroline, he's gone heavy on the burgers, unsurprisingly.
Listen, chat. Some of you, so you're right that he doesn't have the quest for the New World idea. But Portugal starts off with a explorer.
Colonist. Yeah, sorry, explorer, not colonist.
Yeah, so
that's why he's
Portugal
already
is
in
the only
Canada.
nation that can explore in 1444. He doesn't need exploration to do that.
Yeah, you could just knit round. Which is great.
And he does have colonial range because of the flagship.
Yeah, if I quickly whip out colonial range map mode. Let's see, here we go, let's find it. Colonial. So he's not
But
going to
that's
be able
just
to
what he
colonize
can colonize. His ship can go fast.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
I'm merely waiting for the moment that he can colonize things. He can colonize Arguan.
Do you think he'd... Would you alt F4 if the explorer dies? If Diogo dies? I'd alt F4.
How early, though? At this point?
At any point.
15 minutes gone past. I wouldn't do it now.
No, not fully restart. Wait, is saves coming allowed?
No, it's not.
That's what I was talking about.
Right, he's only 27. He's probably going to survive another 30 years.
Yeah.
We'll see. So he can colonize Arguan when he gets the ideas. We'll see. Is he focused? He's focused Diplo, presumably to get that diplomatic range. The diplomatic range at Tech 7. We'll see. We're all the way
Tech 7,
through. At
third
this
idea.
rate, he'll make it to 84. 84 should be enough to get his hands on Mexico. Or at least he'll get to probably 75, given the fact that he'll probably be pausing a little bit more. So we'll see. I don't think we're going to see him in Kilwa. I don't think we're going to see him in Ethiopia.
You think he's
I'm
doing just
mildly
New World?
concerned for Zlewikk. I think so. I mean, there's 11 right there. If I'm Habibi, I'm going straight to the Aztecs. Personally. 11 gold provinces. He could very easily win this if Zlewikk does something wrong here. Like I said, for me, when I got to the finals, I genuinely won by just doing this, for the most part at least, doing something simple and something completely reliable and waiting on other people to mess up. That's how I could.
Listen, the most obvious answer is most often the correct one. So, you got a point right there.
That's deep, man. That's
yeah,
deep.
some guy said it. I forgot. I read it on Twitter.
It does appear that I've never seen that before. Okay, Castile's taking a foothold, but in a strange location. That's fine. How's Habibi getting on? Wait. He's dead!
Someone in chat says... The Explorer died?
The Explorer's dead!
We jinxed him.
Yeah!
We jinxed him.
We'll start with Explorer. Explore West Africa. Get event that kills Explorer. Well, I mean, he's already explored the sort of core areas, but that does preclude him from Africa. For the most part. I think this game just got blown wide open. If Habibi picks Aztecs right now and goes on a bit of a spree,
No,
there
Habibi
is
has
every
already
chance.
restarted as Kilwa again.
He's going to kill
Habibi has
one. Okay,
already
well,
restarted. Yeah.
Seven could potentially do it. That is an unhappy Zlewikk, I think we see in the bottom right.
Yeah. This is the caster curse, as someone in chat says, ladies and gentlemen.
Sometimes I feel like I've got a caster over my shoulder at all times then.
Yeah. We can flip back over to Habibi's point of view real quick and see what he's getting up to. Surprise, surprise, he's restarted.
Oh, it did happen
and
real
is doing
quick.
the same war again. This time it
Let's
did
see.
happen
So what
real
happened
quick.
last time? Did he go bankrupt or?
Yeah, that war wasn't really working out with him. He lost manpower, some unfavorable battles in like mountains or whatever right here. But it's the same war with less nations this time. Fighting Makua. That was a nice can right there. Fighting Makua and Mutapa co-belligerent.
Yes.
So still going for the same gold provinces right here. We'll see if you can get a better start this time.
Dude, they're throwing shade at the Hoi forecasters.
Yep. Listen.
They said, love how the
chat.
EU forecast actually read chat unlike the Hoi for once. That's because we care, chat.
Well, you heard it here first. That one guy in chat has just confirmed that we will also be hosting, what's it called? What's the Hoi for show called?
Commanders in Conflict.
We'll also be hosting Commanders of or in Conflict next season, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, there you have it.
Confirmed.
All our Hearts of
Don't
Iron 4
think
knowledge put to use.
Oh, we're gonna get.
It's time to expand our casting empire. Vote for CK3
Yeah, we're
next.
gonna host everything. CK3 next. There's gonna be no other casters. It's just us. even for like, we're gonna expand out of this from esports into sports as well. Real Madrid versus Barcelona. It's us.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't matter if we don't know what we're talking about with the game.
Listen, I watch football, all right? You're English. You probably watch it too.
I do. Of course I do.
Yeah. So there you go. You know, you can
Let's
commentate
see.
like UFC too and stuff like that. I bet you're into that type of stuff.
Of
I'll
course
do
I am.
some figure skating and stuff. No problem.
Can't wait for Late to control one of the players' countries. What do you mean? Like be part of it? These people forget that I was basically a master of Universalis myself. Had it not been for a bird slamming into my window and the sun getting in my
Basically,
eyes. that
listen,
cost me
you
the
can
final.
be an apprentice of Universalis, okay? That's what second place gets.
Okay, how's it going on Kilmer's side of things?
You know, this war is going a lot better than last time, man. Pretty much sieged down all of Makua right here. Sieging down Mutapa. Zimbabwe is probably a 3 dev. They got a horrible event. The city of Kami got destroyed. All dev from Zimbabwe gone. But, of course, he can restore it.
That is good for Kilmer, though.
Pretty easy right here, man. I'm expecting a full annexation of Makua and Mutapa and Butwa as well. And probably just White Peace, Tumbuka or something like that. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. Doing a lot better than the first war. Meanwhile, we can check out what Zlewikk is up
poll
to.
going in chat to see if chat would rather play the Colonial game or the Conquest game when it comes to trying to secure gold provinces? That'd be interesting. So just like literally Colonial or colonization. Sorry, colonization or Conquest as the two options. And we'll see what chat thinks of that. All right, let's see. Colonial, a lot of people saying Colonial. You think? Well, Diego died very early on because we said something about it. I believe at this point, it is just a case of trying to grind out... Oh, hang on. It looks like he's taken... There we go. He has taken Colonial Ventures and Quest for the New World.
So he can get new explorers, he can colonize. Has he started to colonize something?
No, he's not. He can colonize this area.
What about
no,
the
he's
Azores?
not, he's not colonizing anything, mate. He can colonize Tenerife right now if he wants to. He can colonize Arguan if he wants to. But that's about it for now. But to be fair, does he have... He doesn't have the range guy. He could grab that if he wants.
This one dude in chat still thinks his Zlewikk is using bugs.
Where do you draw the line between bug and feature?
Listen,
what I mean?
chat, the boat and the starting explorer aren't bugs, man. It's a feature.
It's literally a game feature.
Yeah. And that's Potiguara in Brazil, by the way.
Okay, so over here... Did they think it was Portugal?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened to his... He seems to be using this guy to do his trade fleet. Okay, so he's exploring with his heavies and leaving behind the Portuguese flagship. With the fleet exploration range.
Maybe he doesn't need it anymore. Maybe he sees everything he wants to see.
Oh, here we go. He's declared war on Tangier. Presumably going to be going for that gold mine now. It looks like 52% think it's Colonial. That's the opinion of chat and chat rules. So that's what it is. So we shall see. So that'll be 1 on the board. So how many does Kilwa have at the start?
Kilwa has basically 2 at the start. Habibi has ended his war. We can flip back over to him. And we can see the gold provinces that he has conquered.
We flip to Habibi's point of view. in the meantime, I'll show off some
Any moment now.
dastardly sieges.
Take a look at the
look,
monument in south of the High Atlas, just right there. You know, let's take a look at the wonderful game art. The one monument in what you call it?
This one, tough.
Indemnate.
Look at that.
Boom, there we
That's
go.
great.
Ah, look at that, man.
Huge.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
As we wait for us to be able to flip
Meanwhile, we can
perspectives.
flip
Like I
back
said,
over
next,
to Habibi.
next week we will be flipping these things ourselves. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I don't want to overpromise, of course. But it does look like in the meantime, Portugal has decided, Zlewikk himself has decided to build up some mercenaries because the Castilians got chucked out. So he might actually lose here. This could be really bad for him. This could go really badly. Look at him; he's massively outnumbered. He has to wait for his morale to
colonizing
tick
Puerto
up.
Rico as well.
Mate, one sec. This is bad. The Castilians aren't helping right now.
They aren't
Look
crossing.
at this.
Is he going to lose Ceuta?
If he would,
Oh, Tunis is
he's
standing
got
in
in for it.
Fez.
Look, he's lost.
He's engaged.
No, the Castilians are coming
There's
in.
Castile.
Oh,
Castile's going to be too late.
Just
Oh, he won.
about by a day. My God, that was a close one. But he has colonized,
Easy
as you
dub right
say,
there.
Puerto Rico. Man,
Easy dub right there.
that was close.
Meanwhile,
Expressionless he
we
is.
can flip back over
That
to
could have been close.
Habibi and see what's going on
Habibi's
over
point of
in
view in
Southeast Africa. He has finished
in
his initial
Kilwa.
wars. Boom.
There we go.
Vassalized Makua. Boom. Took the 3 gold provinces from Mutapa. And now, Habibi is at 4, technically 5 once he annexes Sofala. Pretty good right there. Is he deving them? Yeah, he definitely is deving them. Let me do some deving for him right there. Of course, that doesn't do anything.
Nice.
But,
Don't
yeah,
help
man.
out. Can you imagine if it did?
So,
the panicking would have been real.
It would've been
I
pretty
can't
funny.
believe that Zlewikk was about maybe a day away from losing that battle.
Yeah, probably a day.
That would
probably
have
a
been
day.
that would have been bad. Would have been like detrimental. It wouldn't have been like, you know, deathly, but does
Would have been pretty
appear
bad.
the case. So you think 7 was what Habibi said?
Yeah, 7 is the default one. He can do without pretty much doing anything, right? He just needs to get the 2 more in Ethiopia, and he's got 7. I wonder what his strat is going to be after this. He definitely has to go colonial, man. Whether it's provinces in South Africa right here that can potentially spawn gold, and, you know, if I hop out of Habibi's point of view, we can see the chance that all of these provinces have to spawn gold. And it's pretty much like 5 to like 7% in all of these ones right here in South Africa. This one's like 10%, so that's pretty good, man. Even the ones up here can spawn it, the ones over here. But, chat, would you concern yourselves with colonizing these provinces, or would you bolt it straight for the Incan guys and the Aztecs, man? I personally, I'd go for these guys, hop over here and get these guys, you know?
You go Incans first?
I mean, they're closer, right?
Are you in fact
Or
insane?
maybe not. If you go like this, You know, we do have, what's this? 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces over in the Andes. 11 in Mexico. 12, I
With
guess,
7
if you count
gold
this
mines,
one in like...
you can do both, bro. That is very true.
Yeah,
That
with
is
7
very
gold
true,
mines,
dude.
you can do both. That's true.
You can do whatever you want with 7 gold mines.
You can do both at the same time. Yep. So that's pretty much what's going on with Habibi right now. We can
Well,
pop
if we
back
flip
over
back
to Zlewikk
over
and see if
to
he's conquered
Portugal
Morocco.
and Zlewikk, and I can show off how this war in North Africa is going. So yeah, he's recovered very nicely from that near loss. It looks like a massive death stack over here. Castile even being so generous as to collect the free company to help him out, sieging down this mountain fort. It does appear that Tunis is fighting Tlemcen, so he's not helping out. Last jousting tournament there, very nice. RNG does appear to be in favor. I can't believe how close he was to losing Ceuta.
Listen, he's still alive.
Would you? I'd trigger a golden arrow right now.
Oh,
No
yeah,
reason
for
why
sure.
not, right?
For sure.
Cool power cost minus 10.
immediately.
He does have the global settler increase plus 50, which is
Yeah,
going to be very beneficial.
that's what you gotta
to
go
him.
with first, of course.
It looks like probably Puerto Rico, and then what do you think happens next? Maybe get a claim over here? And
Yeah, get a
it's
claim
still
on
not
the
a sure
Mexican guys.
thing. We are almost halfway through, and Zlewikk does not have a single gold mine. So the score is 4-0. Obviously, as with the last one, we do think that one player has a better overarching
Yeah, he's
strategy,
gonna
or
like,
at least has the higher potential.
Scale up real quick. Yeah, he's gonna scale up real quick. That's
Now,
what I'm
there's
expecting
something
at
that
least.
could happen here, which it didn't. It could have been really detrimental if Castile got his little paws on this province here, whilst having an inclination towards it, because that would have cut off Zlewikk. But as it stands, it does appear that he's going to be all okay on that front, very fortunately. Let's see. Zlewikk is too slow, can't afford all this time in Morocco. I don't think he's playing slow, personally. I don't think he's doing anything particularly wrong at this point. It's this is what happens when you're at speed 4. We'll see if he's able to do it. Bear in mind, the colonies don't require any sort of active management. He can just sort of trigger it and let him go.
Is Puerto Rico the furthest he could go? Can you check the colonial range real quick?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so that's why he's going for that. So after Puerto Rico, probably something right next to the Aztec guys. Then just spy on them and fight them. Get a colonial nation.
But he does have points on the board. We have a gold mine for Zlewikk.
There's one for Zlewikk.
It's good to see. Okay, we'll see if that causes any issues. And it does appear that Puerto Rico is going to be forming? What would you call that? Completing
soon.
Yeah. I'd go with that. All right, the one.
Meanwhile, we can pop back over to Habibi, and we can see what he's up to, because he's just declared his second war. Over to Habibi. Real soon.
Over to Habibi. There we go. Nice.
There we go. And he's started his second war versus the nation of Ajuran, along with Malindi, Mogadishu, and Mombasa, of course, their usual allies right here. And of course, he's just trying to go through all of these guys to eventually get to Ethiopia and their boys right here, which hold the gold mines in Damat and Kaffa. So once he goes through these guys, gets to here, that's 2 more right there. Pretty easy, 7 provinces right there. Meanwhile, we can go ahead and check tech. 334. So no ideas just yet. We don't know what he's going to do. Colonial, not colonial, probably yes. We'll see though.
Chat, in the meantime, I'd like you to put the number of gold mines you think you could get in an hour. How confident are we in chat? How many? Go on, give me some numbers. Hit me with the numbers. How many do you think you could get, Hawk? Bear in mind, we don't have to prove anything today, so we could just say whatever number we like.
Yeah, I'd probably get like 80.
I would say 83.
Yeah, 83. Yeah, somewhere around that. That's
colonization,
the standard for pros like us.
Standard.
And listen, chat. There's this one trick the pros don't want you to know.
At least 1. Okay, cool. You can start with 2. So, good job. Yep.
Gaza says probably 100. That's pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah, another fellow pro. 1 trillion from oil dealer. That is a ridiculous number, frankly. You should be ashamed of yourself.
There's not that many provinces in U4, bro. Get real. Ooh,
that's
Habibi
really
just
upsetting.
got
Volta's nightmare, maybe. Yeah.
Habibi just got the inflation reduction and trade efficiency event for points. Sweet. He did not fire them before rehiring them, or did he? I think
this is intriguing. Bear in mind that Habibi has only been playing for 20 minutes at this point in this game. He did have to restart after 10.
Yeah, and Habibi did have to restart.
Habibi has the strats. Well, I think both players have their strats. Very different ones. I do enjoy it when they play different nations.
Yeah,
because that it just gives us 2 different POVs.
Yeah. Last time it was 2 different ones. Well, last time it was more than 2 different ones. Way more.
Last time it was several.
I'm happy for you that you didn't have to restart 5 times or 6.
Yeah,
it was pretty exhausting.
I've never had to restart mid game yet.
Yep.
Wait, did I? I think Aldrahill made me restart a couple times. Thanks, Aldrahill. I don't know why I'm just lashing out at Aldrahill. I feel like I'm always victimized in this show. So might as well.
We gotta talk to the boys and girls later, man, and tell them, yo, you know about that restart stuff? Yeah, that's enough of that, bro. No more restarts, please.
If you quit the game, you just quit.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, if you lose, that's it. We're just gonna stare at the end screen and read all the boat stuff. But yeah, Habibi meanwhile has pieced out the 3 other Ajurani allies, which are these guys right here, and not that low on manpower. Got the Free Company and the Zanj Company, the army right here. He's about to beat up Ajuran. Ajuran is pretty easy to beat, even though they might look like a bigger nation. He's got the
if we flip over to my point of view, I can also update you on what's been happening in Zlewikk's game in Portugal, and we can take it from there.
Any moment now.
We flip over to Portugal.
Listen, I'll go show Portugal.
There we go. Right, excellent. So, He has made it all the way to Mexico, has got a province over here as well, and has declared war on... Come on, man. Totonac. That's the name I can pronounce. So, in terms of the gold mines, they are deep within these territories. We've got one here and a few more over here. So, he is... If you take Totonac, he is one province away from one gold mine here, one province away from a gold mine here. He should realistically get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over the course of the next sort of 2 wars, 3 wars. Because 1 to finish this, Aztecs immediately to take 4. And
yeah, there's 11
to get
right there,
access here.
and then another one up in Arizona, that's 12, if you can get to that one.
He has made it 28 minutes. I think he should be absolutely fine. The key part as well is that I don't think these nations can see him.
I think he's got time, yeah.
So these guys aren't going to form any sort of coalition against him because they can't see him.
Nah, and even if they do, it's really not a big deal. He's like at a massive tech advantage, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think it's massive at this point. It's a decent amount, don't get me wrong. It is still like worth
What's
it.
he at, like 7 probably?
The Aztecs,
Not like
they
7?
know about Castile. I very much doubt that one. Let me check. He's on 5, about to take 6.
So really not a massive tech advantage. Yeah, you're right.
You know, it'd be really funny if Castile just decided to declare war. Zlewikk, right now. Let's see, can we just... You're Castile. Come on, buddy. Come on. Get in there. You got this. Look, it's so easy. I'll do it for you. I'll just tag in here.
Are they allied?
Yeah, that's so. You're my co-caster. That doesn't mean I wouldn't commit.
Doesn't mean it wouldn't.
Anyway, the peace deal has been signed, and he has taken 1 province. It looks like he's going for the Aztecs instead of the full sweep to get the extra one down here. Presumably a good decision. Aztecs are defending against Tarascan. Okay, that is actually perfect. The stars seem to be aligning a bit here for Zlewikk. Has not suffered too much issue at all since that. He's sending them all round to discover all of the gold mines. A good play here. So yeah,
Meanwhile,
the
we can
Speed
flip
5
back over to
official
Habibi
channel
because
is
there
saying
have
make
been...
sure to join our Discord as well if you do subscribe. Also, if you don't, but if you are a subscriber to this Twitch channel, then you get access to subscriber-only channels and perks. So bear that in mind today. Also, if you have Amazon Prime, doesn't cost you anything to use it. If you just click the subscribe button, you can select Prime, and you just basically help support Speed 5 and everything that it stands for without having to spend any money yourself. So that's always nice. So we're going to flip
And
over to
follow
Kill What,
Chewy
and
on
we'll see what's
Twitter.
going on there. Or don't.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Habibi has integrated Sofala, so he's officially at 5 gold-producing provinces himself. This one, these 3, and then this one he got from a subject. He's also ended his war versus Ajuran, taking these 3 provinces right here. Obviously, he's snaking up to Ethiopia. And the 1 gold-producing province, Damat, is owned by Ethiopia. They've annexed their boy. And an area right here, which is not allied to Ethiopia, they're allied to Alodia. Easy war right there, as the other one over in Kaffa. So as soon as... you know, Habib pushes through Agadir, through Adal, to Walyata right here. He'll have those 2 provinces right here. And we can also check tech. Still no ideas. We still don't know what he's doing right there. But is he going for that one mission where he gets a colonist? Yeah, this is the one. So he needs to build workshops in ivory-producing provinces. And after that, he will get a colonist. Which we can use right, you know, in these provinces that are next to him, right? So, you know, maybe that's some additional gold right there.
All right, well, if we flip back over to my point of view, I can take you through what has just occurred to Zlewikk and Portugal.
What's occurred?
Well, when we flip over, I'll tell you, all right? Just don't be impatient, Red Hawk. Don't get angsty about it.
All right, here we go. I'll tag in as a Portugal and pretend we're Zlewikk.
Let's just pretend. Don't worry, it'll take
So
a
as we
second,
can
but
see, he's
eventually-
explored West Africa. And he's
It's been a
allied
horrible
England with
game
Castile.
for him so far.
Yeah, horrible game for Zlewikk, man. No gold mines whatsoever. And take an exploration, still no ideas. Zlewick's not doing that well, man. Meanwhile, we can
If we
flip,
could flip-
back over to Habibi. And wow, that was quick. Wait, did we really?
Well, I don't think we didn't flip over. We've been on Habibi the entire time. If we can flip over to Zlewick's point of view, I want to show up.
Yeah,
I want to show up.
yeah.
There
Oh,
we
okay,
go.
there we go.
Nice. Excellent. Okay, so what happened here? The war's basically done now. He got called into a war against Aragon, And for a brief moment, it did appear that Aragon will put up some stiff resistance, which would, of course, hurt things in this region. Otherwise, he is happily waking up to the sound of Red Hawk's alarm and declaring war on the Aztecs. That was the Aztecs' early warning system. It's a new feature in EU4 that a war declaration was coming. And I mean, there's no way he doesn't feel it. it's just an alarm sound. Oh, that'd be incredible. But he's fighting 45,000 troops here. So if they're able to like bunch up and do something, then there is every chance. He did wait for the war against Colima to be done. Let me tag into the Aztecs here and see if we can't see any armies. Let's see. All spread out. It looks like 11k sitting in the south, all in the west. They could very easily dislodge this 9k if only the AI would form up and not run round in northern Mexico. But it does appear that that's what they're going to be doing. We'll see the Aztecs looking forlornly as 8k sit on this province. They're not doing anything to defend their capital state. Forlorn. Forlorn.
What?
Like sad.
All right, let me Google it.
Like absent of hope. It's a word.
Pitiful, sad, and abandoned or
this.
lonely.
Yeah,
For
they can
lone
take this
figures
easy.
at bus stops. What do you mean they can take this, dude? Look at their tech.
Mate, if 15k plus 11k
Aren't they
here,
at, like,
plus
tech
4k.
1?
And it's a highlands. No, they're tech 2. They could take tech 3 right now. The Aztecs can do it. Look how much gold they have. They could do this right now. Watch. Look. Chat, I want you to type believe in chat if you believe that the Aztecs can win against this aggression. What do you think? No one. No one's typing believe. I want to read some believes. There we go, Forbidna. Some believes. Watch. The Aztecs are going to rise up. Ah, it's going to be great. It's going to be incredible.
Chat type Zlewikk is hot if you believe in Zlewikk and not in the Aztec.
Someone just wrote atheist and doubt. No one's believing. All right. Well, yeah, Mexico's just fallen. So that's not... Now everyone's typing in Zlewikk is hot. All right, brilliant. Yeah, the Aztecs just got stomped. Well, there was their one chance, but they have taken Borado, so that's nice. But that will take him up to... If he takes all of this stuff, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold mines. Which I believe would put him in the lead.
Even if a colonial nation forms in Mexico, that counts. So colonial nations' gold provinces count.
Yes. How many is Habibi on?
Yeah, we can pop back over to Habibi, man. This guy's not doing a war or anything right now. Just Bing chilling, you know what? Reducing inflation. Or no, actually increasing inflation. And listen, in Season 2, I said one very important thing about inflation. Does anyone in chat know? What is high inflation? High inflation equals what? That's right, chat. Good. So, the more inflation you have, basically the bigger your nation is, right? Like a balloon when you inflate it. It increases, right?
I really want someone to edit you in like a music video going just as what? Good.
Yeah.
You sound like a hype man.
Listen, I dabble in music production from time to time. One of my many secret talents. And yeah, man, Habibi gearing up to fight Adal, presumably. He has still those 5 initial gold provinces, but gearing up to fight Adal, spying on them as we can see right here. So once he pushes through Adal, which actually do have quite a bit of allies, man. These guys are always so annoying to fight, right? Because they come in from over here. You can't get to them if you don't have any boats. So this war versus Adal isn't going to be that easy, man. 37k versus 20k on Habibi's side. I don't know, man. He doesn't have any allies. You don't really need allies as Kilwa at the start, but yeah. He's just got to push through these guys and get to Ethiopia and Eritrea. And he doesn't have that much time, man. 20 minutes left.
20 minutes
and
left.
He has still not taken Admin 5 for ideas. So
he's not going to be taking from this, let's be real here.
Do you guys think that Habibi is only going to leave it at 7, man? Right now, it looks like it. Right now, it looks like it. But do you believe in Habibi? If you believe in Habibi, type Habibi is hot.
You got a problem. It turns out that going to Disneyland may not be the best base to prep for an EU4 tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. And we can go back over to Zlewikk and see what he's up to.
Yeah, we will do. We'll port over to Zlewikk. Maybe Zlewikk secretly went to Disneyland. Who knows?
Yeah, Polish Disneyland. Shout out to Polish Disneyland.
Shout out to Biggie Boss for subscribing with Prime. Using those Prime subs effectively cost him nothing, but supported his stream nonetheless.
Yep.
Okay, if we flip over to Portugal, to Zlewikk, I can show you what's occurred.
Are
There we
there
go.
any
So-
trucker gamers in the chat? Honk every gamer.
I don't want to be here with you. Anyway, so he has four gold mines now, so that takes the total up to 5. It does appear that he will be declaring war on this lot very soon. That should take his total up to another 2 right here. Interestingly, this is the same as if he would have started as the Aztecs and gone a bit mental at the start. I reckon at this point as the Aztecs, you could have taken all of these gold provinces.
Yeah,
Pretty
I mean,
easily.
as Aztecs, you need to like get rid of those what you call it, get past the doom thingies, right?
Okay, now here would have been my strategy. It's kind of rogue, and I don't know if it would work because obviously I didn't test it. Firstly, there's a poll in chat. Who is the hottest? Not Lath, chat, the mustache man, Zlewikk, or Habibi. Not Lath is an option. And to be clear, everyone is voting for not Lath. So they're not voting for who's the hottest. They're just saying categorically not me. Wonderful. So the abuse continues. And we're all okay with this? Bullying? Cool. Fine. We'll move on.
I'm okay with it.
Tears in my eyes.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think personally I would have started as the Aztecs, flipped to Animus, and flipped back and developed feudalism. Because at
You
that
could also
point,
start as like the what you call it, the Mayan guys too. That's not as annoying as having doom either.
No, but I mean, you can just get rid of Doom immediately.
Oh,
Just
true,
go
true, true.
Animist. You don't need to
What's
worry
that
about
one
it. You
Animus
just-
guy at the up north?
Is it this guy? Yeah, it's let's see. I think he might have left.
Oh,
Is it
but
Guama?
you can't.
Guama, there we go.
Right. Yep, those are
Hey,
those.
61%. 61%. All right. Who said just to directly conquer all the Nahuatl and my nations take its
That says a lot about
ideas and
society.
potentials around you. Nice. Is Zlewikk going to fight Castile? Most likely not. I would be very surprised if at this point with 15 minutes left he decides to go for La Mancha. That would be a rather tricky call there.
Meanwhile, we can go back to Habibi. Big war right here. He did just declare on the nation of Adal, fighting Beja, Aden, Yemen, Mahra. These guys are super annoying to fight, like I said earlier, man. But, you know, he's blowing through this with ease, man. He's just got their capital, and we can see a massive battle gearing up here in Dege Habur. But they left. They just left, bro. Just leave, forehead. Yep, they're gone, and they're not going to be fighting him. So the goal right now is to piece these guys out. And just take this one province from Adal. He doesn't even need to peace out. He can just do this. Yeah, they'll already accept, man. So if I was him, I'd just dip for this one province so we can push into Ethiopia and Eritrea as fast as we can.
Just get out of there as quickly as possible.
We're at pretty much 16 minutes left. Habibi is for sure going to get these 2 provinces right here. But I doubt we'll see any more than that. And he has actually taken exploration. There's Admin Tech 5 right there. There's exploration right there. He's got Quest for the New World and a colonist and overseas exploration. But he is at Diplotech 4, so we can check out his colonial range right now, actually. And while he isn't really exploring anything, but he can definitely start colonizing here. He's not, the colonist is free. So, you know what? Might as well send him to each of these provinces.
Tangents. Colonial. I have a point of contention, mate.
But
If we flip... Oh, sorry. Maybe you just pieced out.
he did, and he took that one province that we needed.
Brilliant.
Boom, there we
Well,
go.
if we flip back
Now we can
over to
flip.
Zlewikk, I will demonstrate what I'm talking about, because you and I need to come up with a clarification of the rules on the fly. He's colonized this province, but it's not a full colony. Does this count as a point?
I'd say it counts.
Doesn't technically... I wouldn't say it counts, because he doesn't own it. He's just there. He's got some people there, but it's not a province.
But it already spawned gold.
It did spawn gold, but he
Right.
doesn't own it. Like, he could click abandon right now, and it would disappear.
Chat, what do you think?
I mean, what do
do
you think, chat?
uncolonized provinces? Should uncolonized provinces count?
I don't think
You
so.
know, because Habibi could do the same, right? He could also non-fully colonize a gold-producing province just south of him.
He doesn't... Maybe... I don't know. Okay, right. Can we have a poll in chat? I don't know if we want to let the audience decide this. Can we get an adult?
Let's just get an opinion poll. An opinion poll. What you call
we'll get
it?
an opinion poll. Okay.
A referendum.
we'll say-
a referendum.
A non-binding
A
referendum.
non-binding one, by the way. Yep.
Okay, non-binding referendum. So could we have a poll going that's going to ask, do like partially colonized provinces count? Or does a province have to be fully colonized to count? Yes or no?
Yep. And while that
that'd be
poll is
useful.
going, you can add Christo in the Discord and ask him.
Yeah. Well, it looks like a colonial nation is formed here. Portuguese, Mexico. No funny names for Zlewikk. That's a shame. Could change that. I'm very disappointed. Looks like he's going for 2 more gold mines here. I thought it would be something amusing when I clicked on it. It was just Portuguese, Mexico.
Yeah. He's just speeding through it, man. Too much focus to think of funny stuff right now.
I mean, that is a man of pure focus. Let's have
A
a
man
look.
of
So
sheer
how many is he
focus.
on?
What was it? And sheer focus, commitment, and pure will.
Yeah, I think there's like an expletive in there somewhere. We're gonna definitely avoid. So he's got his hold on 1, 2. Well, with jury still out. That's okay. There's a poll in chat, lads. Go and let us know what you think. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he takes all the provinces in this war, assumedly. 6 there, plus the 7. This one does count. Let's have a look. So that's another one there. Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Potentially 9 if chat decides that it's okay. But he does have 8.
And a good point from chat, that province is going to be
50-50
colonized by the time we finish this, but... You
Yeah,
know,
but that
in
wasn't the
case
point of
another
the
one spawns.
All right. Look. When I say a point of contention, it's because I definitely, and rather I would say, with a lot of foresight, saw this might be an issue right at the end. So I thought I'd raise the issue now, such that we're prepared later. Chat, not talking about that one
Wow,
province.
you're so smart, man. You're so smart.
Thank you. I need to hear that more often. Otherwise, it's just me saying it to myself. I'm not a lad, late, says Lady Magnus. Look, lad is a gender neutral term. I've had this discussion a lot.
Like dude.
I call
Like dude.
Yeah, I call a lot of my female friends lad. That's just how it is. Do we want to flip over to Habibi and see what he's up to? And we'll see
if
what
you
he's going
insist,
on.
but all right.
It's in my name, Lady Magnus. Say lad Magnus.
Habibi's declared on Ethiopia, yo. Sieging down RC right here.
What was that? Yo, he's declared on Ethiopia, yo. Like as if you were surprised.
No, not really surprised. Expected,
He
man.
said, okay.
Expected. Sieging down RC right here. How would you pronounce this, and what does it mean in English?
I'm gonna let you take that because I'm gonna at Christo in the Discord and ask him for clarification on the rules.
Well, he's just sieged that province down. Now he's going for their capital. And interestingly enough, Ethiopia did just beat up who was located here in Eritrea, and now Ethiopia has both gold mines. So that's gonna be easy for him, man. How much war score does he need to get them? So if he goes through like this, and that, not bad, man. Only 32 worth of war score. Ethiopia, in fact, should accept pretty quickly right here if he wants to only take this, right? And there really is no point in taking any more, right? So, yeah, there's an easy 7 provinces for Habibi. Is he colonizing anything, though? Nope. That colonist is still right there. He's at his 4th idea from exploration, global settler increase, so not taking up in Diplo, just sort of blazing through exploration. And he is exploring, in fact. These are his boats. The Fumo Luti Yomba.
Interesting.
Any kill ones in the chat want to tell me what that means?
Any
But,
kills in the chat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly
Question
ping them a message to let them know they have 10 minutes left.
Yep. 10 minutes left. True. Right now, who's in the lead? Habibi's at 5. Once he beats Ethiopia, he's going to be at 7. What's Zlewikk at, I wonder?
8.
If we flip back over to his POV, Lathe can explain.
All right, are we flipping? Let's see. Will it flip?
I can flip a coin if you want.
Please just do a backflip on stream. In fact, whilst we wait for it to flip, I want to say 2 things. Firstly, quick shout out to Ghibli Jammers in chat. She was perhaps the closest loser in every single one. She went 0-3. She lost every single match, I believe. But each time,
I'm still mad about that.
Each time she lost in like the final seconds. She was. I mean, if she'd gone speed 5 the entire time, she would have beaten Flory. She lost to Traxium in the final 10 seconds. I believe.
Literally.
And then with Flory, he just got lucky and got the Burgundian inheritance. Not Flory, sorry. Aldrahill. Obviously, there was skill play on all sides, but Ghibli went 0-3 and really easily could have full swept into the finals. Which would have been amazing to see. Also, I do want to highlight that there are 84 followers left in the follower goal today. So we want to get to 5,200 followers. So if you do want to follow and be notified of future Speed 5 official events, that's not just EU4, but also Crusader Kings and Hearts of Iron 4, make sure to click that follow button. Meanwhile, Zlewikk is going after, and Stellaris as well, how can I forget, is going after another gold mine in Mali. It looks like there are 2 that he can take. If he can nail this, then he's in a very strong position indeed. Let's see. What do you mean? Best loser trophy should be a thing. Speed 5 officials said Lathe will always win. Listen, you have to lose to be a loser. So, I don't know about that one.
Meanwhile, we have received confirmation that if you have an uncolonized gold-producing province or an unfinished colony, it does count.
Yeah, so chat, we did have a referendum that chat decided it doesn't count, but that's a shame because it was non-binding. Democracy is a sham, and we get to call the shots.
And we don't care about chat's opinion, really.
Honestly, unless you're saying nice things about us.
Yeah.
In which case we do, and keep it up. And you're mildly the reason that we didn't get fired. We're back by popular demand. They did not want us back. Anyway, moving on. He's taking 2 more gold provinces, taking his total score up to 10, I believe, right now. 10, 11.
Paradox.
Yep.
To get us back.
Called him up.
And
CEO.
Miss Victoria Clausewitz, of course.
Of course. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for Zlewikk. He is 7 minutes and 1 province away from his 15 stated goal. Currently commanding a dominant lead over Habibi, but anything can change, as we've seen before in these things.
Habibi's at 7. He has finished fighting Ethiopia. He has taken the gold mines from them, both Katha and Damat, and he's officially at 7.
Now,
he
I
has
would
started
like to point out
too.
that Zlewikk is losing 33 ducats a month, taking a loan every 4 months, and has 26 loans currently. He's more than halfway to bankruptcy.
If I was him, of course I wouldn't be knowing what Habibi is doing, but if Zlewikk is at a risk of collapse or bankruptcy or, breaking to rebels, I just pause. Just pause and sit to the end. Only 6 minutes left.
But he doesn't know that. And that's the key difference between this one.
True.
John
He doesn't know Pepe laugh.
Oh, come on, man. Does he know? All right, let's flip over to Habibi and you can demonstrate what's going on in that side of things.
Yeah, here's Habibi, man, taking out 1 million loans. Still taking out more loans, trying to get 100 inflation probably. Just because it's funny or something like that. There we go.
Just
Max
for the
number
fun
of
of it.
loans. Yeah, 21 inflation, go brr. He's colonizing a random province right here. Doesn't matter, can't spawn gold. Doing it just for the fun. And he's at 7 provinces. Does he think it's enough, I wonder? Does he think it's enough?
Well, I'll be interested to hear this. One thing that I do wish for Lady Magnus to ask is, and I'm not sure if she has done previously, is the difference between not knowing what your opponent is up to. Because obviously last season, and the season that Habibi and I were on, we could hear the custom, we could hear exactly how much we were ahead or behind.
Right now,
I would like to know. I'd like to know how much of a difference that makes in terms of their tactics. Like, would Habibi have changed his tactics, depending on if he knows. So yeah, also shout out to Savage Feet for subscribing with Prime. Again, using his no money out of his pocket, but supporting Speed 5 nonetheless. So we'll see. If we flip over to the Portugal point of view, Zlewick's point of view, potentially the winner POV, I can show off what's going on in Mexico. We had a war declared and a war won, as also, crucially, he as much down here. Sorry, it wasn't in Mexico. It was in South America. Is that another gold mine?
Oh, he's going for the Inca provinces as well.
He is.
Does he have time?
He is.
They're pretty down south.
He does not, in my humble opinion. He does not have time. But it is worth it. We'll see. Someone's pointed out if Ghibli hadn't been listening, then she would have known she would have had the win over Florida and not paused. Yeah, very true.
Yep.
So hopefully it's an even playing field, unless of course Zlewikk is listening in subtly to our guide and advice. And obviously to be fair, I am just texting him right now as to all what's going on.
I'm literally on the phone with Habibi right now. Yo, what's up, bro?
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Oh, really? He got a turkey leg in Disneyland? Okay. All right.
Nice. Shout out. Yeah. What Habibi didn't tell you was that actually we were in Disneyland with him. It was a great time.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
That's where we're on vacation, actually. We're in Habibi's closet right now.
We're streaming live from Habibi's closet.
I'm in his bathroom. You're in his closet.
The acoustics in there are terrible. By the way, he is going straight for Chimu down here. I don't know how... Oh, I'm in Portuguese Mexico. That'll be why he's able to get through that. Okay, there we go. Heading down
Shout
here.
out Chimu.
He's confused the AI to such a significant degree. It doesn't know what to do. I believe he scorched the earth to probably get away. He has indeed done that. Yeah, they could go in and take this, but the... Oh. What the...
What?
Okay. His queen consort is Isabel de Albuquerque. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Jesse, we need to get gold.
All right, well, we'll see what he does with this one. As that's a thing that you said. I don't know if he's going to get down here in time. There are 3 minutes left. We'll see how they get on. I'll let them know they have like 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah. Is he close enough to the gold-producing provinces in Inca? Does he need to fight like
very
a lot
close.
of
Like
wars?
another 5 minutes, and he'd probably have it.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Yeah,
If
only
you wouldn't
2.5 minutes
mind,
left, chat.
because we're on my POV, do you mind telling our contestants that they have 2 minutes left?
Yep.
Thank you very much. It does appear... I mean, no issues on the home front over here either. This is a decently stable nation as well. Apart from potentially these Portuguese pretender rebels, not going to be doing too much, but they are trying to siege down Lisbon. Will that make him go bankrupt? Who knows? 2 minutes left for something dramatic to happen here, because you have to remember that these rebels are removing his loan size, which could potentially spell disaster. He does have 1,600 ducats, which is why I think he has
at
that
max amount of loans too. Habibi's at max loans too.
I believe that Zlewikk will have taken all of his loans because he knows that it's towards the end. So now he knows exactly how much he has in the kitty. If he were to wait, then that would be bad for him because his loan size would decrease. So we'll see. Bankruptcy doesn't matter. You'd be surprised what heinous things can happen with bankruptcy. You'd be very, very surprised.
As Aldrahil very well knows.
As Aldrahil, I just want to specify, Aldrahil did go bankrupt several times across all three of his best of five against Flory. Or best of three, sorry. So just making that extremely clear. And now that that's sunk in, we are heading into the final dregs of this. How much do we have left? We have almost a minute left. Oh, sorry, a minute and 15 left. Let's see.
Yep.
I think we stay on Zlewikk's screen for now.
7 provinces.
In fact, let's flip over to Habibi to... Let's flip over to Habibi to finish it off, and then we'll reveal the final results on Habibi's screen, if we don't mind.
So Habibi right now, he's taking the max amount of loans, losing about 50 ducats a month, but it's no big deal, really. He's got like 22 in the treasury. So, you know, lots of rebels. He's dealing with them right now, but he's not... Yeah, he has gotten the 7 gold mines that he set out to get, and he's colonizing the island of Mahe right here. Swahili, by the way. But there's no point, right? Why? He's just chilling, dealing with some rebels, and I think he's about to coast all the way to the end, because we do have about 25 seconds remaining right now.
Here we go. Oh. Do you think he knows? Look into his eyes. Read his soul for me. Do you think he knows?
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows.
On the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
All right, that's time. That's
done. That's done.
Right. Would you like to reveal how many? Make sure they're paused.
Yep. We're paused.
Would you like to reveal how many?
I can go ahead and reveal that Habibi right now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold-producing provinces in his possession. How many does Zlewikk have?
If we flip over to Zlewick's point of view, I'll gladly count them up for you. See, and we can see here that he has 1 over here, 2, 3. Didn't quite manage those ones. But here it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Good
10,
strat by
11,
Zlewikk. Oh,
12, 13, and 14. Didn't get the 15. I personally think it's a disqualification, but, you know, that's not the rules.
Clap it
So
up
that's
for
fine.
Zlewikk,
Congratulations to
everybody. Clap it
both
up.
of them. I think both of them managed to do exactly what they set out to do. They both had an aim of 15
Yep,
and 7,
yep.
and they both executed their strategies to
Pretty
perfection.
accurate. Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Probably the most accurate predictions we've had so far in
Well,
any
usually-
season, to be honest.
We're wildly off, and the contestants are wildly off as well. So there's that. I mean, but you know, hats off to both of them. I think Portugal was the strat. I think if Habibi
Yeah,
had a
definitely,
bit more time to prep instead of being in
Definitely.
Disneyland, then maybe he would
That's
change it up.
what
But
Turkey likes to
I
do
can't. I can't fault him for his strategy. He did what he had to do.
Yep,
And yeah, I mean, like you were
game.
spectating. Did he do anything wrong as Kilwa?
Nope, nothing wrong. Pretty straightforward.
No. It's a
Yep.
solid game for both of them. And I think we'll head back to the studio
game.
now, and we'll let Lady Magnus take it from there.
Okay, and we are actually ready to bring our players in, so let's go talk to them real quick. All right, congratulations, Zlewikk, you won.
Thank you. How many
And,
promises did Habibi get? Because I didn't see it.
So Habibi actually spot on. I think, honestly, this is probably the most accurate predictions that we have ever had in the 3 seasons of this. And Habibi actually had 7 provinces.
So everything in
Yes.
East Africa, right?
Wait, I can't hear Zlewikk. Is that just on my end?
I think it's just on your end. I know that I can hear Zlewikk.
Yeah, I can hear Habibi.
Okay, then it's just on my end.
Okay, so Habibi, great job as well. I've never seen someone hit it spot on like you did as far as the predictions are concerned. So knowing now that Zlewikk got his 14, yes, it was 14. So knowing that he did colonize, and you went obviously for Kilwa. Would you still do Kilwa, or would you colonize?
Actually, my original strategy was Portugal, but I didn't test it at all, and I didn't know, when you're on 1 hour, and you can't really be on speed 5 for more than like 20, 30 seconds. I didn't test run it any times. I didn't test run even Kilwa a single time. But that's just what's going to happen when I went for the safer route because,
Right.
I was at Disneyland, so couldn't practice.
Right, and it's 7. That's still respectable. So I completely get where you went with that, and that was congratulations to you both, and Zlewikk. So obviously, there again, 14. So you pretty much just hit it right on the head. Had you practiced this beforehand? Is that why you knew that you wanted to go as for colonization?
Yeah, I did practice yesterday a little bit. I just, 1 run, and I practiced on speed 5, so it was a bit slower. Just this time got a little bit lucky with, the nations above Mexico. There were like 3 gold mines over there, like where usually there are 2. And probably if due to speed 5, I could get another 2 in Cusco. Because I already started rushing it over there, but it just was too slow. When I saw that we were playing speed 4 at one point, I just said I won't have time for Cusco. And the last 10 minutes, I was like, okay, I did everything in Mexico. Why don't I go and try it anyway?
All right. Well, thank you to you both. Have a great day, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too.